Welcome back to Fifth Dimension Channeling Oracle, okay? I'm going to do this reading here. Okay? I'm going to talk about this quick. Angels and spirit guides protect this reading, only allow positive energy to this reading. So like in your astrology chart or whatever, when you look at your, the Chinese zodiac wheel, okay? You have, certain placements or whatever. You have enemy signs in your Chinese zodiac, okay? This is like, what you signed up with God for your soul contract, what you were going to do. Possibly certain issues you were going to have with people, and then certain issues like how you're going to help them heal because they're not, like they're stuck or whatever, okay? And they haven't figured it out, or they don't know how to figure it out, or God put something in certain people to help them out because they ain't getting it, okay? Something like that. So it would be like whatever sign you are, whatever one, like you put your birthday, whatever you're doing, you figure out what your Chinese zodiac sign is. And then you put in what's my enemy sign, or it's the one that's directly across from it on the wheel or whatever, okay? Or whatever it is. Okay? So, like, mine's like the snake, okay? So I'll go from here. Mine's like the snake or whatever. So, like, my enemy sign on the wheel is the pig, okay? So this explains why certain things aren't getting handled with what I helped out, and why people are lazy and whatever. It's in the soul contract. It's in the soul contract, okay? Yeah, that's why, Sheena, that's why things aren't lining up with what I helped with, is because they're not understanding. Because they're not elevated in their higher consciousness. They're not in their heart chakras, and their third eyes aren't activated and stuff, okay? So that's why, okay? So until they get there, and then this just moves, so, and then they're like sleeping around, they're not celibate, and they're not sober, okay? However that works, they're not growing, they accept easy things, okay? Or they're married to their third dimensional person, and they're not getting energetic value, okay? It's right here. 7 of Pentacles, okay? This means they're married to their fake people and they go elsewhere. Then the carnelian there is, their lower chakras are messed up, okay? Because when people sleep around or whatever. And then the black obsidian is like spiritual protection, okay? For that one. And then loss of money, and then they might be married to their fake people. And then their third dimensional people probably have the enemy sign of the pig, okay? Then it goes like, that's how it works into there, okay? This is like how it all works. And like any family members or any fake friends would have that sign of the pig too, or whatever, and it goes from there. And then somebody's got a cocaine addiction, okay? Whoever it is within the situation, okay? Whether any situation of anything that I talked about, okay, is what it is, okay? They're not lifted up in their higher energetic centers, okay? Will be together, or they're sleeping with somebody that has a cocaine addiction. And then this is also a higher consciousness. They ain't in their higher consciousness, and I'm touching my knees. Like, it's all sex based to keep people downgraded, so they're not lifting up. So they're not lifting up in their, so they're blind to the fact, okay, what's going on. And they're not getting in their, they're not getting it out of their lower devil energy. Because now they're like in the occult or whatever with multiple partners. Okay, get the 8 here. The 8 here, multiple partners. Everything's about, everything's third dimensional married, or everything's sex life, or everything's blowjob life. Okay, or whatever it is. Knowingly or unknowingly. Here, right here. No mental connection. See how it is? No mental connection, difference in intelligence. Okay, that's why they're not understanding, okay? Alrighty. Trying to keep control with sex and married to their third dimensional person and they can't grow. And then it's black obsidian for people that want to keep control of situations. And then it's blue like police, or it's blue like throat chakra, or it's blue like everybody's throat chakra is messed up from 69, okay? And then it's money, okay? Greed motivated, okay? Okay, and then, yeah. We will be together again here and then sit on my face. Yeah, it's sex motivated. And then everybody's throat chakra is messed up, okay? It's easy sex with low quality. Overspends their money to show off their wealth, okay? And then it's thump pump, messing up the energetic value. So they can't get in their heart chakra. A new love or recommitment to love is developing. I'm attracted to your essences here, okay, whatever that is. And then everybody's just like having sex and whatever they're doing, and it's messing up all the soul contracts. And people aren't growing, and they're like asleep in the third dimension, okay? Or it's toxic gossip, and they're not spiritually cleansing their area. They're not saging, they're not cedering, they're plugging into people that cheat or have addictions, like cocaine addictions, because I just touched my nose again, or whatever they're putting up their nose, whatever they're doing, okay? Then I'm getting a badge here, and then I'm cloaking, okay? Then I'm getting that, and then I'm getting Wheel of Fortune here. Okay, Wheel of Fortune, that they should be wearing black obsidian on their left and their right side, so, as in, bracelets, so they can get into their heart chakras, because they're not getting higher consciousness, and they need to work into the black obsidian. And they should be wearing pendants to get into their higher energetic centers too. But they ain't hearing it because the enemy sign is the pig in my chart, okay? It's kind of common sense. No mental connection, difference in intelligence, okay? And then this, talking about police or lapis lazuli is in throat chakra, okay? Because they're sleeping around, okay? Dressed to impress is here, okay? Having everybody spend their money on clothes so they're not finding the real person, okay? Or people pleasing, or bar life, okay? Or drug life, or toxic life. I apologize for stealing him away. You can have him back now because he ain't shit, okay? I'm so attracted to you. This just moved. What you're getting is people who are depressed, okay? Or they're addicts, okay? Or they're easy and they thump pump and then they mess up all your energetic value, okay? I apologize for stealing them away. You can have them back now. Yeah, probably not. The truth is we are both stupid in love with the same man. People that sit and they sweat men aren't the prize. The woman holds the energetic value, okay? You really don't need sex from your real person. That's your upgrade because of their high quality, okay? A little bit of sex goes a long way with your upgrade. Otherwise, you're in lust cycles and you're not going to get in your heart chakra. It's your juicy lips. Everything's sex motivated. Okay? The world is with your real person, okay? And then, I left a piece of me and you, and then children's situation, acting cold, married to their we're married to their third dimensional person where they're stuck in their lower energetic centers, yeah. Travel motivated, people pleasing, whatever it is. It's all black in a sentence because they're stuck in their lower energetic centers, okay? Forgiveness is here, okay? People that don't really know what they're doing, and they just think like when they get married or when they're just hanging out that that's going to be their person, and like we only have one experience in life, and that whatever it is, there's a soul contract, and when they go to the life review, they deal with that with God, and I'm touching my nose like somebody's screwing somebody with cocaine addiction, or they have cocaine problems, okay? And you can't get in your heart chakra with addictions. I know this isn't fair, and that new love, or a new phase of love is beginning, okay? So that means cycles are supposed to close out, and people are supposed to go. Or your upgrade's going to get married to somebody else because the divine masculine's dicked off and married their third dimensional person, okay? Then they're going to go down into karmic energy. So they're just going to deplete to karmics, okay? Which is okay too, okay? Insecure, and spirit is protecting you from me for a reason. Easy people, okay? Easy people that do drama life, people that I just touch this cocaine and then it's down to pound, okay? And then people are obsessed and they deal with nonsense, or they have drama jobs and they don't heal. They just fuck people. They're living crotch life, okay? Crotch life, easy life, and then they ain't getting in their heart chakras, and there's no mental connection, and God don't want people around people like that, because it's gonna fuck up all their work, okay? All their spiritual work, okay? And then they're just toxic and demonic, and they fuck everybody, okay? And they drink and they medicate, okay? Whatever it is. They just haven't done their work yet. They have to do their work. Everything's okay, but yet your upgrade ain't gonna deal with your fucking dumb ass shit, okay? The world is here, and I left a piece of me and you people having sex or be my new baby daddy and shit, and they're stuck in the third dimension. Private relationship, knowing if that was your real person that you wouldn't be cheating, and a little bit of sex goes a long way. I have a lot of healing to do. Don't hate on me for not being on your level yet. Yeah, we don't got time once we're in the fifth dimension for nonsense. Got radical acceptance and surrender can help you let go, and then heart chakra activation after you realize it's all time wasters. Then the loss of money or the lack of money when you're not with your fifth dimensional person, okay? And then past the discovery, realizing what's going on after you raise up in your higher energetic centers, what's going on. And then walking blindly through life, thinking everybody's your person, and plugging in and downloading nonsense. Somebody married their fake person, okay? And then they cheat. See how that acting cold, Seven of Pentacles. They married for money, or it was like be my new baby daddy, or travel the world. And then have kids, more kids than trap, okay? And then it's acting cold, Seven of Pentacles. They're greedy, basically. They married for money, okay? And they fucked up the soul contract, okay? Which is okay, too, because then the man will just deplete into karmic energy, okay? Boss, work situation, children's situation. I did not expect to leave, and acting cold. And Seven of Pentacles, so they have a downgrade. So this man's going to downgrade into the Seven of Pentacles, too, because they're plugging into karmics. And then it's thump, pump, travel, thump, pump, fuck, travel. Yeah, that ain't going to work out too good for you, because you're going to deplete to a karmic, okay? Messing with people's kids, you're going to be fucked in the soul contract, okay? A new love or recommitment to love is developing. Somebody's going to get married. Somebody's divine feminine's going to get married to somebody else because they dicked around, or it's saying the toxic men are supposed to close those cycles out to upgrade, or whatever they're doing to get into their heart chakra. I just touched my heart chakra, okay? Whatever it is fine. You already pre-choose what you're supposed to do in your soul contract. I just touched my mouth. Like, somebody's always like blowjob, or 6ix9ine, whatever. And it's messing up everybody's throat chakra. And then it's like a little bit of sex goes a long way. How you're going to know somebody's your low quality person is they're always going to want to thump your sex energy to keep you out of your heart chakra. Focus on yourself and not my relationship. Your time will come. Yeah, we don't got time for that. We ain't got time for that. Time's going too fast down here. I've been struggling here is either your upgrade or it's the divine masculine because they're not in their heart chakra. They're not, they're supposed to be married to the real person, not their fake person, okay? They're getting energetically harvested off of, and your real person can feel that. All your dumb fuck shit, okay? Transformations here. Your fake person ain't gonna feel what you're going through. Your real person's gonna feel what you're going through. And then I get this. Toxic, down to pound boss. And I've been struggling and like death the real person from getting in. So they ain't getting in their heart chakra, okay? They fall for that dumb fuck shit. Oh my God, you're so fine, blah, blah, blah. Vacation and fuck, and then be my new baby daddy, and then have kids. Whatever the fuck they're doing, okay? Transformation for your upgrade, and then trust me, and then cocaine problems. And then God saying it's time for you to get in your higher consciousness. And then I've been trying to let go, but he won't let me. Now they got demonic attachments, okay? And then God talking about knock that shit off, okay? Trying to keep control of ascensions. They're going to be fucked when they go to their life review, okay? They ain't going to be able to manifest, like, for several other incarnations. Because they're fucking dicking off, okay? Yeah, sex. The sex motivator. This is sunstone or something. Yeah. It's like second, third chakra. Sex and then confidence and then they ain't getting in their heart chakra. You let me down here is like this, but it's like you didn't let me down because God's gonna let your upgrade manifest without you now because you dicked off or whatever like that, okay? And then I did a dick spell on him. Now he won't get hard or have sex backfired or whatever. They're just fucking dicking off, okay? They're dicking off for money or whatever. No mental connection, difference in intelligence with the divine feminine and the masculine that's gonna downgrade, okay now? Or the people that you keep around that are constantly giving easy sex, okay? Easy sex, or they're talking you to death, or whatever they're doing. Or they always want vacations, okay? And then they further have kids with you to make, so you're further, like, entrapped, okay? They feel your pushback, energetically responding to you, okay? Yeah. There. You can't lose them, let go of your resistance, love turned into fear, and yeah, and then I touch my nose and it's a cocaine addiction, and it's like, probably not, okay? Together at last, you're on the same vibrational level and ready to reunite, probably not, maybe and maybe not, it just depends, probably not, it depends, otherwise your divine feminine's just gonna find, an upgraded husband, okay? One that has a mental connection, okay? Acts as if they know what the tea is and spreads it, gossip, I touch my nose like cocaine, like kick it party, vacation, possibly kids, maybe not, whatever it is they might have, and then it's like a entrapment for whatever it is. So they ain't getting in their heart chakra. You could be married to your third dimensional person and stuck in your lower energetic centers, okay? Nothing's a coincidence, okay? If somebody gives you a gift or something like that, it's not a coincidence. It's to help you rise up probably in your higher energetic centers. So you're not sleeping with multiple people, okay? You see the 8? 8's talking about abundance, and 8's talking about the occult, So you can see what the fuck's really going on down here, Black Obsidian, okay? You work into it so you can get into your heart chakra, okay? They'll play the victim once they know they're losing, and I hate watching you succeed, okay? This is your third dimensional wife, or this is your situationship. Or these are your thumping pumps when you're sleeping around because you're not satisfied with your third dimensional person, okay? And then extra partners and this and that. You'll never get in your heart chakra with extras, okay? Or any drugs or alcohol. It don't happen like that, okay? You have to do your own work. Seek professional help. And then constantly comparing themselves to you. All your third dimensional wife is doing is pulling off your energetic value to manifest, okay? Those are karmics, okay? If you're an upgrade. Or your situationships are pulling off your sex value. Or they're all, you'll know because it's always sex motivated, okay? Or you feel tired or something, okay? And then the occult, trying to keep control, okay? And then this one, they feel your pushback or whatever. And then it's no mental connection. No mental connection, difference in intelligence, okay? Everything's okay. We're going to have another lifetime together, okay? Everything's good. And then forgiveness. Stay away from people that don't, and then God won't want you around certain people because they're just not, God won't want you around certain people because they're toxic or they sleep around or something just ain't right about them, okay? Or they got attachments and they're not spiritually cleansing or they're just fucking everybody. So if somebody tells you they ain't interested, just stay away from them because they're probably not. They're probably not as good of a person as they say they are. And then I'm getting blue here, okay? So that's either throat chakra. It could be anything to do with blue, okay? Could be my enemy signs, the pig, could be police, could be anything like that. They might not be as honest as they say they are, okay? Anything, and then Black Obsidian. I just touch this like heart chakra. They ain't in their heart chakra. They think they know what's going on, but they don't. And then forgiveness.